Last night I was having this internal dialogue with myself, and my husband just started a job, and I don't know. I do know what it is, but anyway, he started a job, and he had taken time off from working, and we were fortunate enough that he could do that. And I it occurred to me that it felt like we had more money when he wasn't working than now when he does. And I think the reason is because before he was willing to touch money that he wouldn't be willing to touch if he's working. And so um, now it feels like we have to be on a budget again, and which seems so ridiculous. And it really triggered me in my solar plex. Like, it tightened up because it's not true. Like, we have more money obviously now with him working. And so it was like a part of me has shifted, but the other part has not. Like, my nervous system hasn't shifted, so it causes this idea. But it was like it was a running thought all weekend. And then what came in was at one point I had a reading, and there was talking about plants or something. I don't know exactly where it would go, but anyway, I started planting all these. I put all these seeds into the ground, and none of them came up, or I haven't seen any proof of them yet. And then another part of this whole thing was, it also then made me think, because then when I think about money, well, then I'm like, I need to get a job. And so it creates like this anxiety kind of in me. But then at the same time, it's like, and I don't want to have to work somebody else's schedule. And I want to do my own thing. In my own time and all of these things. So it brought up all of this stuff just in this one little sitting session with myself. And I'll say my solar plex was so tight. It was so uncomfortable. And then, of course, I did cards. And it's basically my body is catching up because it's still in this state of, I don't even know what the state is. What is the state? I have no idea. The state of catching up, I guess. It's because these beliefs are not true, and I know that they're not true. And I used to think it was my mind, and my mind hadn't caught up with my body yet. But then when I was doing a deeper dive, then it said it was the opposite. So I'm still kind of on the fence of how to say that. Like, is it my head? Is it my mind? I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, one part of me is not caught up with the other part of me. And so anyway, I'm dropping that limiting belief. And then it brought up a lot of my issue is timing and having faith that it's going to happen, and that just because I haven't seen proof of it yet doesn't mean that it isn't happening. And so, like, the seeds not, me not seeing proof that they're growing, is like super symbolic of that. Like, there's a lot of shit that's going on in the ground that maybe I just haven't seen the sprout of yet. And so it was a good reminder to me that just because I can't see it doesn't mean it isn't happening. So anyway, so I'm working on this. And then today I had the feeling like, oh, I should make a video. And then a part of me is like, let's just go ahead and wait till later. And it's like, so that's a loop I get into where I have the feeling I should do something and then I don't do it. So that's a loop I need to break. Like, if I want to be able to do something on my own and create money or create whatever I'm going to create, I have to be willing to do the thing. And if I stop after I get the feeling I should do the thing, and then I stop mid or even before I start, how am I going to create this life, I guess, that I want to create? So I need to get out of, I need to stop. When I feel the thing, I need to just do it. I guess that is my point. Like my solar plex right now is super tight too. I guess my point is I need to get out of my own way sometimes. And I also need to have some faith that just because I'm not seeing the results of the work doesn't mean it isn't happening. They always say plant the seeds.